First we take product of a vector with a scalar. We have already told that scalar is a number, and if a vector is multiplied by a number, its direction remains unchanged. There is no change in the direction, only magnitude changes. Say vector A is a vector given, and we multiply this vector with a scalar number k. This means direction remains same. Direction remain same. But magnitude is k times. Magnitude is k times of vector A. If magnitude of vector is this, then magnitude of k is this. If k is greater than 0, the magnitude of the resultant will be Ka, but and direction is also the same as the A. But if K is less than 0, that means K is negative, then direction of Ka will be opposite to that of A. This is simple. Next is the dot product or the scalar product. This is very important. Dot or scalar product. Dot product is also called the scalar product because the resultant of the dot product of two vectors is a scalar number. And this product is used to find the angle between the two vectors. And in any problem, if cos theta appears, most probably it is to be solved by the using the dot product. So first we give the definition of dot product. If there are the two vectors A and B, and we represent dot product of two vectors in this way. Vector A dot vector B. This is equal to A B cos theta. This A is the magnitude of vector A. This B is the magnitude of vector B. And this theta is the angle between vector A and vector B. And we have already mentioned that theta should lie between 0 to pi. If we write vector in terms of its components, then we can write dot product in terms of the component of vector A and B. Before that, we take dot products of unit vectors, which will make the product of A and B more easier and understandable. We have already mentioned that they are the three vectors I, J, K, which are along the three mutually perpendicular axes X, Y, Z. I is along X axis, J is along Y axis, and K is along positive Z axis. If I take vector I dot vector I, it will be by definition magnitude of first vector, magnitude of second vector, and cos of angle between them. If I am taking I dot I, magnitude of, because these are unit vectors, so magnitude of both are 1, 1 into cos angle between them. These I and I are parallel vectors, so angle between them is 0 degree, and cos 0 is 1. That's why I dot I is 1. Similarly, J dot J is 1, K dot K is 1. That means we can write vector I dot vector I equal to vector j dot vector j equal to vector k dot vector k equal to 1. This is to be memorized. Similarly, if I have given unit vector I dot j, it is equal to magnitude of first vector into magnitude of second vector, that is 1 into 1 into. Now angle between them is, because I is along x-axis and j is along y-axis, and angle between them is 90 degree because these three axes are mutually perpendicular. So this is the cos 90 degree. Cos 90 is 0. So it is equal to 0. Similarly, if two unit vectors which are not same, then their dot product will be 0 because angle between them is 0. Angle between them is 90 degree. This implies that we can write I unit vector I dot j equal to j dot k equal to k dot I equal to 0. If we reverse the order, again similar situation, j dot I equal to k dot j equal to I dot k, it is equal to 0. So this result is also required to be memorized. Using this result, we can find the unit vector, we can find the dot product of the two vector in terms of their components. So we find that. Next, let we are given vector A in terms of component as axi plus ayj plus azk, and B is given as bxi plus byj plus bzk. Then first we find vector A dot vector A. This is equal to axi plus ayj plus azk dot axi plus ayj plus azk. Now A dot A, magnitude of vector A is A, and this is also vector A. So it is A into, and cos between angle between them is 0 degree because both are the parallel same vectors or parallel vectors. Cos 0 degree, it is equal to. Now we take the dot product of these. We have already mentioned that I dot I will be 1 and I dot j or j dot k, etc., they will be 0. That means we will find only the three terms ax, bx, ax into ax because I dot I is 1, ay because j dot j is 1, and az into az because k dot k is 1. That means we will find ax square plus ay square plus az square. Cos 0 is 1. That means a into a, that is a square equal to ax square plus ay square plus az square. Amplitude, magnitude of a square is the square of magnitude, so magnitude of a equal to, and when we take square root we will get plus minus, minus is discarded because we are dealing with here with magnitude. So it will give ax square plus ay square plus az square. Similarly, we can find b equal to square root of bx square plus by square plus bz square. So this result we have to memorize about the magnitude of vector a and b. If vector is given in this format, then their magnitude is this. Now we take the dot product of a dot b. Here we have taken the dot product of similar vector. same vector. Now we are taking the dot product of two vectors. Vector A dot vector B equal to AXI plus AYJ plus AZK dot BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. As we have mentioned earlier, the product will be A dot B means magnitude of A, magnitude of B, and angle between them is say theta equal to, and we multiply taking the dot product with this. So I dot I is 1, k j dot j is 1, and k dot k is 1. So we will get AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. That means cos theta equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ divided by AB. That means cos theta is equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. Now A and B are the magnitude of vector A and B, and magnitude of A and B we have already calculated here. We put this value here, so we get square root of AX square plus AY square plus AZ square into square root of BX square plus BY square plus BZ square. This is the cos of the angle between the two vectors. Using this formula, we can find the angle between the two vectors A and B. And this is very important formula. We have to remember it. As in a special case, if if vector A is perpendicular to vector B, means theta is 90 degree. Theta is 90 means cos 90 is 0. Cos 90 is 0 means this numerator will be 0. This implies that AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ equal to 0. So we have to remember that if AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ becomes 0, it means it says that vector A and vector B are perpendicular to each other. Angle between them is 90 degree. Some examples of dot product which are used in physics are work, W equal to F dot as force into displacement, which will be discussed in detail in later chapters. Power, P equal to F dot V. These two are the vectors quantities whose dot product will be a scalar quantity. Similarly, electric dipole, potential energy of electric dipole, that is we define as U equal to minus P dot E. P is the dipole moment of the dipole and E is the electric field in which dipole is placed. Then its potential energy is defined in terms of a dot product. Similarly, potential energy of magnetic dipole is also written as U equal to minus mu dot B. Mu is the magnetic moment of magnetic dipole, B is the magnetic field, and its potential energy is given as dot product of mu and B. Okay. Some properties of dot product are vector A dot vector B equal to vector B dot vector A. That means dot product is commutative. Similarly, another property is vector A dot vector B plus vector C. It is equal to vector A dot vector B plus vector A dot vector C. This is the distributive property. With this note, we next move to the cross product of the two vectors.